નમસ્કાર, હું છું રેશમા અને આપ જોઈ રહ્યા છો ઇન ટાઈમ ન્યૂઝ। શરૂઆત કરી લઈશું હેડલાઇન્સથી। સામાન્ય બજેટની આજે કેન્દ્રીય મંત્રીએ જાહેરાત કરી 5 લાખ સુધીની આવકને કરમુક્ત કરાઈ। સામાન્ય બજેટને ગુજરાત સરકારે આવકાર્યું। મુખ્યમંત્રીએ બજેટ મધ્યમ વર્ગોને ફળદાયી હોવાનું કહ્યું। એબેરન પાર્ક ટેપો ખાતે મેટ્રો ટ્રેનનો 900 મીટર સુધી સૌ પ્રથમવાર ટ્રાયલ થયો। અને ઠંડીથી રાહત મળતા હજુ વાર લાગશે। રાજ્યમાં કાલથી 48 કલાક સુધી કોલ્ડ વેવનું મોજું ફરી વળશે। ચૂંટણી પહેલા છેલ્લા બજેટની જાહેરાત કરતા સરકારે 5 લાખ સુધીની આવકને કરમુક્ત કરી છે। 5 લાખ સુધીની આવક ધરાવનારને કોઈ ટેક્સ આપવો નહીં પડે। 1.5 લાખ રૂપિયા સુધીનું રોકાણ કરવા પર 6.5 લાખ રૂપિયા સુધી કોઈ ટેક્સ આપવો નહીં પડે। સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ડિડક્શનની સીમા 40,000 થી વધીને 50,000 તો 2.40 લાખ રૂપિયા સુધી ભાડું મળે છે તો ટીડીએસ નહીં ચૂકવવો પડે। કેપિટલ ગેઇન્સ અંતર્ગત રોકાણ લિમિટ એક ઘરથી વધારીને 2 ઘર કરવામાં આવી છે। જીવનમાં એકવાર છૂટ મળશે। 2 કરોડ રૂપિયા સુધીનું આવું રોકાણ કરી શકશે। બેંક અને પોસ્ટ ઓફિસ ડિપોઝિટ મળવા પર વ્યાજ પર કરમાં છૂટ 10,000 થી વધારીને 40,000 કરવામાં આવી છે।
Of direct tax system to benefit taxpayers. Madam Speaker, for making the life of our direct taxpayers easy, we reduced tax rates more for the common man and middle class and made the interface with the tax department much simpler and largely faceless. Due to this, the tax collections increased significantly from rupees 6,38,000 crore in 2013-14 to almost 12 lakh crore rupees this year. The number of returns filed have also increased from 3.79 crore to 6.85 crore, showing 80% growth in tax base. I thank the honest taxpayers of India for reposing faith in our government. Let me assure them that we have used their contribution to serve the poor and create better infrastructure. The Income Tax Department now functions online. Returns, assessments, refunds and queries are all undertaken online. Last year, 99.54% of all returns, इंडिविजुअल के हो, व्यापारी के हो, उद्योग के हो, सभी रिटर्न्स का 99.54% 99.54% रिटर्न्स को एक्सेप्ट कर दिया गया जैसे फाइल हुए, बिना कोई स्क्रूटनी, बिना कोई अधिक कार्रवाई। Our government has now approved a path-breaking technology-intensive project to transform the income tax department into a more assessee-friendly one. All returns will be processed in 24 hours and refunds issued simultaneously. Within the next 2 years, और ये बहुत important बात है, within the next 2 years, almost all verification and assessment of returns selected for scrutiny also will be done electronically through an anonymized back office manned by tax experts and officials without any personal interface between the taxpayer and the tax officer. आगे चल के स्क्रूटनी के लिए भी आपको दफ्तर नहीं जाना पड़ेगा और किसका स्क्रूटनी हो रही है और कौन अफसर है ये दोनों को एक दूसरे का परिचय नहीं मालूम पड़ेगा, वो कंप्यूटर के थ्रू एनोनिमाइज हो जाए। Reducing the tax burden on the middle class. Reducing the tax burden on the middle class has always been our priority ever since our government took office in 2014. We increased the basic exemption limit from 2 lakh to 2.5 lakh and gave tax rebate so that no tax was payable by persons having income up to rupees 3 lakhs. We also reduced the tax rate from 10% to 5% for the tax slab from 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh and introduced standard deduction of rupees 40,000 for the salaried class. Deduction of savings under section 80C was increased from 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh. Deduction of interest for self-occupied house property was raised from 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh. इतने सारे प्रभावी कदम उठाए गए जिससे लगातार हर वर्ष मध्यम वर्गीय और खासतौर पे जो वेतन पाते हैं उन सबको लगातार कुछ ना कुछ लाभ देने के प्रयत्न इस सरकार ने पिछले 4 साल में 4.5 साल में लगातार किए हैं. Special benefits and incentives were also given to small businesses and startups. Overall compliance processes were simplified. Threshold limit for presumptive taxation of business was raised from 1 crore to 2 crores. The benefit of presumptive taxation was extended for the first time to small professionals having threshold limit of 50 lakh rupees. In order to promote a less cash economy, the presumptive profit rate has been reduced from 8% to 6%. The tax rate for companies with turnover of up to rupees 250 crore, और ये लगभग 99% कंपनियां इसमें आ जाती हैं. 250 करोड़ तक के जो टर्नओवर की कंपनियां हैं 99% कंपनियां इसके अंतर्गत आ जाती हैं. इनका भी टैक्स रेट 30 से घटा के 25% सरकार ने पिछले वर्षों में कर दिया. We have also made this 25% applicable to new manufacturing companies without any turnover limit. नए उद्योग को प्रोत्साहन देने के लिए बिना लिमिट 25% ही सिर्फ इनकम टैक्स रखता है. GST reform for benefit to consumers and businesses. The goods and services tax reforms lingered on during the previous government for almost a decade. Our government implemented the GST, which is undoubtedly the biggest taxation reform undertaken since independence. 70 different taxes levied by the central and state and union territory governments were, with cascading effect of tax on tax, were consolidated into one GST. India became one common market. GST has resulted in increased tax base, higher collections, and ease of trade. This will reduce the interface between the taxpayer and the government for day-to-day operations and assessments. Now, returns are fully online and e-way bill system is in place. Interstate movements have become faster, more efficient, hassle-free, with no entry tax, check post, truck use, ये सब इतिहास के पन्नों में चले गए. अब आसानी से व्यापार हो सकता है अलग-अलग राज्यों के बीच में. The high taxation levied on multiple commodities in the pre-GST regime has been rationalized, and the burden on the consumer, especially the poor and the middle class, has been significantly reduced. आप सभी जानते हैं कि जीएसटी काउंसिल में केंद्र सरकार है और सभी राज्यों की और यूनियन टेरिटरी की सरकार मिलके जीएसटी काउंसिल में एक साथ मिलके सब सर्वसम्मति से निर्णय लेती हैं. इस जीएसटी काउंसिल ने अलग अलग रेट्स, पुराने के रेट्स को देखते हुए अलग अलग रेट्स निर्धारित किए थे और लगभग सभी रेट ऐसे निर्धारित करने की कोशिश की कि जो प्री जीएसटी रेट से कम थे. Since then, GST has been continuously reduced, providing relief of further 80,000 crore annually to the customers, to the consumers. Most items of daily use of the poor and middle class are now in the 0 to 5% tax slab. अब उरी देखने के बाद कुछ तो सिनेमा हॉल्स के प्रति भी और सिनेमा देखने वाले सभी जनता के प्रति संवेदना की भावना स्वाभाविक रूप से आती है. सिनेमा गोअर्स जिनको अलग अलग टैक्स के रेट्स होते थे और कई राज्यों में तो 50% से अधिक टैक्स लगता था, अब साधारणतः अधिकांश जो सिनेमा हॉल्स हैं उसमें मात्र 12% जीएसटी लगता है. Our government wants the GST burden on home buyers जो घर खरीदते हैं उनके ऊपर भी जीएसटी का बर्डन कम होना चाहिए। उसके हिसाब से हमने जीएसटी काउंसिल को रिक्वेस्ट करके एक ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स तय किए और वो ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स अब पूरी तरीके से देख रहे हैं कि जो घर खरीदने वाले हैं उनका टैक्स का बर्डन कैसे कम किया जाए। उनके रिकमेंडेशंस आएंगे तो उस पर जीएसटी काउंसिल उचित निर्णय लेगा। GST aims to benefit small traders, manufacturers and service providers. Exemptions from GST for small businesses have been doubled from 20 lakh to 40 lakhs. Further, small businesses having turnover up to 1.5 crore have been given an attractive composition scheme wherein they pay only 1% flat rate and have to file only one annual return. Similarly, small service providers with turnover up to 50 lakhs can now opt for composition scheme and pay GST at 6% only instead of 18%. More than 35 lakh small traders, manufacturers and service providers will benefit from these trader-friendly measures. Soon, businesses comprising over 90% of GST payers will be allowed to file quarterly return. जिसकी भी टोटल टर्नओवर 5 करोड़ से कम है उनको सिर्फ 3 महीने में एक बार रिटर्न भरना पड़ेगा। In spite of such major rate reductions and relaxations, revenue trends are encouraging. The average monthly tax collection in the current year is 97,100 crore per month as compared to 89,700 crore last year. और अब तो सिर्फ दूसरा ही साल चल रहा है, इसमें इतनी वृद्धि हो गई। कल फिगर आया कि अंदाजन इस साल का जनवरी का जो जीएसटी है वो तो 1 लाख करोड़ को पार कर रहा है। लगभग 1,03,000 करोड़ इस जनवरी का जीएसटी कलेक्शन अनुमानित है। द स्टेट रेवेन्यूज आर इंप्रूविंग विद गारंटीड 14% एनुअल रेवेन्यू इंक्रीज फॉर द फर्स्ट 5 years। हर राज्य को 14% उनके टैक्स का ग्रोथ केंद्र सरकार ने सुनिश्चित किया है और अंडरराइट किया है। किसका कम भी हो ग्रोथ तो केंद्र सरकार अधिक पैसा देती है। तो मैं समझता हूँ ये अपने आप में एक विशेषता रही जीएसटी को लागू करने में और सफलता से लागू करने में। Customs and trading across borders reforms. To promote the Make in India initiative, we have undertaken rationalization of customs duties and procedures. Our government has abolished duties on 36 capital goods. A revised system of importing duty-free capital goods and inputs for manufacture and export has been introduced, along with introduction of single point of approval under Section 65 of the Customs Act. Indian Customs is introducing full and comprehensive digitization of export-import transactions and leveraging RFID to improve export logistics.
3 કરોડ મિડલ ક્લાસ ટેક્સ પેયર્સ, સ્મોલ ટ્રેડર્સ, પેન્શનર્સ અને સિનિયર સિટીઝન્સને ટેક્સમાં રાહત મળશે. તેનાથી સરકાર પર 18,500 કરોડ રૂપિયાનો ભાર વધશે. આગામી 2 વર્ષમાં આઈટીઆરના વેરિફિકેશન તાત્કાલિક ધોરણે ઓનલાઈન થશે, જેમાં કોઈ ટેક્સ ઓફિસરની ભૂમિકા નહીં હોય. આગળ જતા સ્ક્રુટની માટે પણ ઓફિસે નહીં જવું પડે. ટેક્સ ઓફિસર કોણ છે અને ટેક્સ આપનાર કોણ છે આ બંને અંગેની જાણ નહીં થાય.
Madam Speaker, past 5 years have seen massive scale up of healthcare. पहले एक गरीब व्यक्ति इस धर्म संकट में होता था कि वह रोजमर्रा की जरूरतों पूरी करे या परिवार के किसी बीमार सदस्य की जिंदगी बचाए। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को इस बात की बहुत पीड़ा थी। We launched the world's largest healthcare program. Ayushman Bharat, to provide medical treatment to nearly 50 crore people. अब तक 10 लाख बीमारों लोगों की इलाज इसके तहत इतने कम अवसर समय में हो चुकी है और लगभग 3,000 करोड़ रुपए ऐसे गरीब और मध्यम वर्गीय परिवारों के बच्चे हैं जो ये 10 लाख लोगों को इलाज मिला मुफ्त में। लाखों गरीब मध्यम वर्गीयों को इस बात का भी बड़ा लाभ हो रहा है जो कीमतें कम हुई दवाइयों में, कार्डियक स्टेंट में, नी इम्प्लांट्स में, और आज दवाइयाँ प्रधानमंत्री जन औषधि केंद्र में बहुत ही सस्ते दरों पे मिल जाती है। इससे लाखों करोड़ों लोगों को लाभ मिलता है। There are 21 AIIMS operating or being established in the country presently. 14 of these 21 AIIMS have been announced since 2014. 2/3 हमने इस सरकार आने के बाद शुरू किया। आज मुझे खुशी है आप सबको बताते हुए कि जो 22वां एम्स है, अब मेरे राज्य में जहां मेरा परिवार जहां से आता है, हरियाणा में अब 22वां एम्स लगने जा रहा है। और शायद वहां की जनता ने जिस प्रकार से सरकार का आकलन करते हुए कल जीत दी, इस बात का भी प्रमाण है कि अच्छी सरकार कैसे दी जाती है। The Aspirational Districts program is providing targeted development to the 115 most backward districts of the country. The program has achieved notable results with improved performance on all indicators: health and nutrition, education, agriculture and water resources, financial inclusion and skill development. ये एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स प्रोग्राम में आज कंपटीशन के द्वारा ये सब डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स तेज गति से विकास से जुड़ रही है। सब सरकारी योजना वहां पहुंच रही है।
વડાપ્રધાન ખેડૂત સન્માન નિધિની જાહેરાત, જેમાં 2 હેક્ટર સુધીની જમીનવાળા ખેડૂતને દર વર્ષે 6000 રૂપિયાની આર્થિક મદદ આપવામાં આવશે। આ રકમ સીધા ખેડૂતના ખાતામાં જશે। લગભગ 12 એકર ખેડૂત પરિવારોને ફાયદો થવાનો દાવો છે। આ યોજના 1 ડિસેમ્બર 2018 થી લાગુ કરવામાં આવશે।
Madam Speaker, the last 5 years have seen India being universally recognized as a bright spot of the global economy. The country witnessed its best phase of macroeconomic stability during this period. We are the fastest growing major economy in the world today, with an average GDP growth higher during the last 5 years, higher than the growth achieved by any government since economic reforms began. From being the 11th largest economy in the world in 2013-14, we are today the 6th largest in the world. Besides generating high growth rate, we contained double-digit inflation and restored fiscal balance. Inflation is a hidden tax and an unfair tax on the poor and the middle class. The average rate of inflation during 2009-2014 was a back-breaking 10.1%. The then Prime Minister admitted as much when he said, and I quote, "We have also not been as successful in controlling persistent inflation as we would have wished. This is primarily because food inflation has increased," unquote. इसके विपरीत हमारी सरकार ने कमर तोड़ महंगाई की कमर ही तोड़ दी। We brought down average inflation to 4.6%, which is lower than the inflation during the tenure of any other government. In fact, inflation in December 2018, महंगाई दिसंबर 2018 में सिर्फ 2.19% पर घटकर आ गई। If we had not controlled inflation, our families would have been spending 35 to 40% more today on basic necessities such as food, travel, consumer durables, housing. आप कल्पना करिए 35-40% अधिक खर्चा होता हर परिवार का अगर हमने इस महंगाई पे लगाम नहीं लगाई होती। From the high of almost 6% 7 years ago, The fiscal deficit has been brought down to 3.4% in the revised estimate of 2018-19. The current account deficit, against a high of 5.6% 6 years ago, is likely to be only 2.5% of GDP this year. We contained the fiscal deficit, notwithstanding the Finance Commission's recommendations, increasing the share of the states from 32% to 42% in central taxes, which we accepted in the true spirit of cooperative federalism, thereby transferring significantly higher amounts to the states. Due to a stable and predictable regulatory regime, a growing economy, and strong fundamentals, India could attract massive amount of foreign direct investment during the last 5 years. As much as $239 billion was received as FDI. This period also witnessed a rapid liberalization of the FDI policy, allowing most FDI to come through the automatic route. Madam Speaker, the last 5 years have witnessed a wave of next generation structural reforms which have set the stage for decades of high growth. We have undertaken path-breaking structural reforms by introducing the goods and services tax and other taxation reforms.
આ બજેટ તમામ રીતે ગરીબી લક્ષી મધ્યમ લક્ષી છે. આ બજેટ નીતિ નિયત અને નિષ્ઠાવાળું બજેટ છે. દેશની 125 કરોડની જનતાને ધ્યાનમાં રાખીને રજૂ થયું છે. આ બજેટથી આવનારી પેઢીના સ્વપ્નનું ભારત બનાવવાનું કરશે. બેરોજગારી મુદ્દે કોંગ્રેસની પોલિસી જવાબદારી છે. એમને પોતાના યોજના નિષ્ફળ નીવડી એટલે આ આંકડા આવ્યા છે. 1 કરોડથી વધુ યુવાનો સ્વનિર્ભર થયા છે.